Glad to know you're tuned in to Rapid 96.5 on a frequency modulated band. The name is Temple Bara. Well, I'll start off this program by saying ahead of the 2023 general elections, members of the Labour Party and support groups in Abia State have urged to know that there shall not be any form of division in the voting for the party's presidential candidate, Mr. Peter Obi, and of course the state governorship candidate in Dr. Alex Otti. In the studio with me this morning is the chairman, Labour Party in Abia State, CK Igara. I'd like to ask you to join us via social media platforms. We are streaming live on YouTube and on Facebook, of course, so you can actually follow up with the visuals of this in the studios. Good morning to you, sir. Glad that you could make your way to our studio today.
Thank you very much for having me here.
All right, so basically, there's just been this back and forth as to the support for your candidates, talking about the Abia State Guber candidate and the presidential candidate. Peter Obi, the former governor of Anambra State, it seems to be enjoying a lot of attention from young people, from people across divides, talking about ethnic and state divides. In your opinion, would you say that translates to your Guber candidate in Dr. Alex Otti?
Thank you very much for this question. Number one, like I said yesterday when I went to Sialangwa, I made it very clear to everybody that Nigeria, we are at crossroad right now. We are deficient of leaders. Likewise in Abia State. What P2B is enjoying at the federal is exactly what is happening at the state. You cannot run away from the reality. Things are not well in this country. Things are not well in Abia State. As a result of that, people are dejected, people are frustrated, people are not comfortable, they are not happy. They are looking for solutions. They are looking for a way out. Of course, you know, I and you, we know, considering all the gladiators, all the presidential candidates you have across Nigeria, you have heard all of them speak. You have seen their ways. Not now, before now, up until now. And you know that Nigeria need a good person, very competent. Our economy is in shambles. Our infrastructure are seriously in trouble. You can see our security is nothing to write home about. It is difficult to travel from here to Abuja on the road. What we used to do 6 hours before. But now, you can't try it because of fear of either being killed or being kidnapped. Therefore, the young people or those who are kidnapped, the kidnappers don't know tribe. They don't know religion. They don't know class. They just kidnap because once the instinct comes, they will go after whoever they see. Therefore, that is why you see this large followership of both P2B and Dr. Alex Otti.
So, suffice to say that he's also enjoying that support. Is that what you're saying?
That's true. That's true.
Well, then, why does it seem like more of the younger people would have preferred a younger candidate, at the state level?
Well, you are just saying it now. As a chairman, I have close to 400 pro groups.
Okay.
That are rooting for P2B and Dr. Alex Otti. Majority are very young people. And I'm just surprised hearing this from you right now. I'm hearing for the first time.
Well, I'm a young person. And of course, social media affords you the opportunity to have a feel of how people think. And as such, when you follow, social media trends and the fact that a lot of people have compared Dr. Alex Otti to the current PDP Guber candidates in age, begins to make you think about, what they probably be thinking in that direction. There's a picture that surfaced online at some point where both of them were in a handshake, an embrace together, and someone on social media said, how old is Dr. Alex Otti again?
Okay, listen, I want you to look at it from this point. Age. Dr. Alex Otti was the managing director of Diamond Bank.
Okay.
And he left Diamond Bank to come and join Abia politics, because he wants things to be done well. He wants the people. I don't know if you are aware of how hungry our people are. And because he deals directly with people and the young people, the best thing to do, I marvel at our people when they start bringing this kind of issues that does not really mean anything. Dr.
The issue
Alex,
of age doesn't mean anything.
as far as I'm concerned, Dr. Alex is a young man.
What do you think about the candidature of Bola Ahmed Tinubu?
Good. Bola Ahmed Tinubu, by virtue of the diversity and the complexity of Nigerian polity, he is so fragile. Men looking at him, he's so fragile, and he cannot carry the weight. He can't carry the pressure. Let me tell you, if you have taken any serious public office, you walk round the time. You walk round the hole there. It will be difficult for a Bola Tinubu to carry the pressure. Let me tell you, Dr. Alex Otti, call him by 2 a.m. He's up. I recalled the other day. I called him around 1:30. I said, why are you still awake? He said he's still doing some few things. So you don't need somebody who is going down. Bola Ahmed Tinubu, like I know, he is very fragile. He's frail, even in looking at him. So he can't carry the pressure. Let's come back to the question you asked about age. Dr. Alex should be around 60 something, early 60s. Then retirement age is 60 years. Is that not? So 65. Is that? So he is still within the working years. He's still within the working years. I don't see, even the younger one that you have around here, like Nana Nwafo, he is the youngest among them. I think so.
Yeah.
I think he's the youngest among them.
Yes, he is.
Good. He may have the energy. Does he have the requisite experience?
Well, we're not here to talk about Nana Nwafo.
No. I'm just trying to draw an inference based on age and the youth, the young people.
And then you probably will start a fight.
No. I wouldn't want that to suffice.
That is what I'm trying to avoid as well. Okay. Anyway, okay, let's take a look at Alex Otti's emergence as the Guber candidate for Labour Party. Now, how long have you been Labour Party state chairman?
I took over chairmanship of Labour Party 2019.
2019.
Yes.
So you probably had Alex Otti in an opposition party.
Of course, yes.
Now, what led to his emergence as Labour Party Guber candidate? B, didn't you have some people in the works who wanted to fly the flag of Labour Party, at the Guber elections?
Good. Let me take the last question
first. Okay.
The last, you said, were there not people?
Yeah.
There were some people. Mind you, it's a competition.
Yeah.
And you fight with everything you have. You devise strategies to outwit your opponent. One of those people even called me and said he was going to blackmail me, that I've collected so much money to sell the ticket to Dr. Alex. Dr. Alex knows that I didn't collect 1 naira from him.
So why did you accept Dr. Alex?
No. Understand what I'm saying? One of the people that wanted to be our flag bearer, said I sold the entire thing to Dr. Alex. I told him it is not true. Do you understand? So those people, we had about 2-3 other persons who wanted to be our candidate. But as nature will have it, and as luck, Dr. Alex was successful to have gotten the approval. Mind you, the approval through the system comes from the national.
Really?
Comes from the national. What we do here is to authenticate. If the others had gone to Abuja they would have also bought their ticket or their nomination forms. But when they didn't buy, he was fortunate to buy. The other ones that bought, he had better grounds. So that was why the state working committee.
At the state level, you do not sell nomination forms.
No, even all the parties.
Okay.
All the parties. Do you understand?
Yeah.
Unless when you apply to the national, said, move it to the state, let's do it. It's the prerogative of the national.
Okay. All right. So you say those people now, are they still members of the party?
Of course, yes.
And everyone is shit his sword. No one is.
Yes.
No litigations whatsoever.
Oh yes.
In support of his candidature.
Oh yes. The last person is from Isialangwa too. Isialangwa North.
From Isialangwa 2. What do you mean by Isialangwa 2?
No, I said the young man
you said
is also
from Isialangwa 2.
Yes.
Likewise, who?
No. Dr. Alex is from Isialangwa South.
Well, that has been in debate for a long time. Some persons talk about his heritage.
It is the person's business.
Going to Arochukwu, right? So
yesterday, I said yesterday, the Isialangwa Council of Chiefs told me he is their son.
Told you?
Yes, in the occasion yesterday. They decorated him and equipped him for the battle ahead as their son.
Well, I am from Isialangwa, born, raised, and my umbilical cord was buried in Isialangwa. And I've brought friends home and they've described those friends as their son. Talking about elders of Isialangwa.
I am not from Isialangwa.
I am from Isialangwa.
Good. I am not from Isialangwa.
Now,
I will uphold
what they have said.
What the custodian of the culture of Isialangwa, what they told me.
If as an Isialangwa man I say otherwise?
Well, it's your business. You are entitled to your opinion.
Now, I've got, an angle to this thing.
Okay. How
do you think this would affect his the electioneering process? I mean, negatively or positively? The fact that, in public domain, opposition parties have continued to say, Alex Otti is not an Ongwa man.
It is their business. They can say whatever they want to say. Alex Otti, throughout his lifetime, has been identifying with Isialangwa.
Okay.
He has been identifying with them from that time till now.
Can he greet in the dialect?
Everything. Yesterday, I was so shocked when he was talking to them. Do you understand? He has not hidden it from anybody that his grandfather or so came from Arochukwu.
Yeah.
Are you listening? Can I ask you this question?
Yes, go ahead, please.
You said you are from Isialangwa.
Yeah.
Can you tell me where your great-grandfathers came from?
Yes, I can. I've traced my genealogy.
Well,
they live in Isialangwa, not local government.
They all came from Isialangwa?
Not local government.
Isialangwa North?
North local. In Sulu, precisely.
Good. But I am aware that all of us, whether you believe it or not, we came from somewhere.
Yeah, migration.
Good.
Isialangwa has ties with Mbise.
Good. So why do we raise this issue?
For political gains?
What should have been paramount, what should have been on the table for discussion is competence, capacity to deliver.
So you don't think it would affect you in any way?
I'm not sure.
Owing to the fact that
no, it will not.
A lot of the Ungwa nations now are showing support for Ikone's candidature.
You said so?
A lot.
Are you saying so?
I am making a postulation. Do you disagree?
I do.
So you don't think the Ungwa nation are rallying around
I do.
the PDP Guba candidate?
No. I'm not sure of what you are saying. I'm not sure.
But do you believe in power blocks?
Of course I do.
So do you think the powers that be in Isialangwa and Ungwa nation are in support of Alex Otti?
Dr. Alex is already a power block. Dr. Alex, Jinjongo Sibe, Darlington Wokocha, Manja, tell me who will match them.
Noel. Okay, let me take you to a statistics. I'm hoping I can put it up on the screen right now just for you. Let me do that real quick. I'm hoping I can just put it up on the screen so you could see it. It was conducted by a platform talking about Channels Television, and what they said is if the elections happen today, who win the Abia gubernatorial elections. That's how it was described. So
that was yesterday by Peter Said.
Yes, I'm trying to see if I could push it up for you. Let me hope that I can do that real quick. Anyway, you can follow our live streams. It is Rapid 965 FM across board. Rapid 965 FM. You can find us on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram. Rapid 965 FM. And of course, we do have in the studio the chairman of the Labour Party in Abia State. He's also the chairman of the Inter-Party Advisory Commission Council, CK Gara. All right, so I'm struggling to put that up though, but then I do have the information in front of me, and I could just share it with you real quick by reading the content. This one says, suppose the governorship election is being conducted today. Who are you likely to vote for? I think it's from ANAP Foundation. Was put up on channels. So Alex Chioma Oti of the Labour Party, 24% in the north, central 15%, and the south 20%. Poll rank first. Professor Uchenna Eliezi Kunne of the PDP comes in second with a very low percentage in the north, in the south, in the central 15%, in the south 8%. This is by senatorial district, and he comes in second. Gregory Kechukwi Ibe, 7% in the north, 3% central, 2% in the south. Third, Ikechi Emenike, 2% in the north, 6% central, 1% in the south. Aina Chima Wafo of the YPP, 1% in the north, 1% in central, 3% in the south. Mascot Uzokalo, 2% in the north, 1% in the central. No vote from the south, coming in sixth. Don't you think the fact he's from Arochukwu would have played a role? The Abia North agitation for a candidate from that senatorial zone?
Well, I don't think so. Arochukwu wouldn't have given him all the votes. Don't forget, I am the chairman of Labour Party. I am from Ohafia.
Okay.
Are you listening?
You are from Ohafia?
Yes. Don't forget, we also have candidates who are doing well in the whole of Abia North. So, it's a summation of the contributions of all the candidates. Do you understand?
Yeah.
And because the people are yearning for a change, credible and positive change, that is why the only thing we need to do is to sustain the momentum. Once we sustain the momentum, we are going to pull it through. So it's not a surprise to me. It's not a surprise, unless you are not living in Abia. If you are living in Abia, of course, conduct your own search, conduct your own examination and survey. It is very clear to you that what we need is somebody who will pull us out from the brink of destruction. I'm not sure you have plied the roads in Abba during rain.
What roads exactly are you talking about?
I'm talking about Fox Road.
I just came back from Abba yesterday.
Fox Road.
Okay.
The other day, I was conducting a meeting at number 47 Fox Road. 47. It rained heavily that day. I parked outside before I came down. My vehicle was already, water has already taken over my vehicle.
So you think Abba has not been receiving attention?
Well, I think the appropriate word there is integrated development plan. There should be an integrated development plan which Labour Party is bringing on board. And that will not isolate one place or the other in terms of development. It should be integrated. Once it is integrated, you will see that there will be a sequence. Even if it rains, you see the whole flood will gradually tilt towards the channel or the direction they are given.
Now, I'm going to take a break, a moment, and when we return from that break, I'd like to, look at that statistics again. Okay, and then I'd ask you a few questions as regards the power of incumbency and the role it will play, in the coming elections. So we'll just take a moment, and when we return, we'll take a look at that. I'm going to put up that Put up that statistics for you, so you could follow our live stream. It is Rapid 965 FM on YouTube, Facebook, and Twitter. The name is Temple Barra. This is The Standpoint. Still have CK Igara, Chairman Labour Party, Abia State, and the Chairman Inter-Party Advisory Council, Abia State. Don't go anywhere.
Let's talk politics, dynamics, and permutations.
It is a concern that we have for our country, Nigeria. This is beyond partisan politics. It's unfortunate. And these are the kind of people who say they are leaders of this country. What example are they showing as leaders of the country?
Let's keep you abreast with the happenings in the polity.
Nigeria is on drip and on oxygen. And how can we get out of this?
I am an employer of the president. I pay the president's salary. I pay the bills of his family. And he must protect me.
Standpoint. The center of all talks of politics.
Standpoint, Monday to Friday, 10 a.m. on Rapid 96.5 FM, Umahia.
More Nigerian is more Nigerian than any Nigerian.
Well, glad to know that you're still tuning to The Standpoint Rapid 96.5 on a frequency modulated band. The name is Temple Barra. Speaking with CK Igara, who is the Chairman Labour Party in Abia State, also the Chairman Inter-Party Advisory Council, Abia State. Today we're looking at the issues regarding his party. We've spoken about Peter Obie's candidature and tried to juxtapose his emergence with Dr. Alex Otti's emergence in Abia State and how it will rub off on each other. Well, the next few days, in 2 days' time precisely, Labour Party will be having one of the most talked about, how do I describe it now, campaigns or assembly in Aba. It's been described as a momentous one where the presidential flag bearer will be issuing out flags to local, House of Assembly aspirants, House of Reps, and of course the Guba candidates in Dr. Alex Otti. So right now, let's look at that statistics again, real quick. Put it up on your screen so that you can see it, sir. I'm going to have to zoom, but you could follow our live stream, so you could also see that that particular statistics and how people feel that Alex Otti has a chance to defeat all other contenders in the election. Well, 24% from the North, Central 15, South 20, poll rank first. This was conducted in October 2022. If the elections were done now, who are you likely to vote for? And that's what the respondents, it's more like a survey, responded to. Let's start off. Let me ask you, what do you think about e-voting? The possibility of electronic voting from your homes, and do you think it will have any impact in Nigeria's elections?
Yes.
Positive or negative?
Positive.
So you feel the system would work better if people are able to vote from the comfort of their zones?
I agree, yes.
Okay, so looking at this, a survey, and the fact that a lot of times people have said it is possible that you can beat an incumbent. We've seen it with Goodluck Jonathan and the current President Muhammadu Buhari. Did you ever see that kind of scenario playing out?
Before 2015,
okay,
I didn't envisage such scenario because of how our elections are conducted. But fortunately, Buhari defeated the incumbent as a result of the same bad system. You know, you will go to court when you are sure you have any atom of injustice. That's why you go to court. But if you are aware, if you are sure that that is a true reflection of people's choices and opinion, you won't go to court for any reason. This time around, why I believe that statistics is correct is because we have what we call beavers by INEC. That will remove two major steps where rigging are conducted. So the only assignment we have now is to sell our programs to the populace and encourage them to participate. It's one thing to sell, it's another thing to participate. Once you tell them to participate in the elections and they come out, obviously that's the result you're going to see.
So the problem here, according to your postulation, is attitude to elections.
Yes.
So what has your party done to change that orientation, to make people more interested in order to, because there's this policy that you don't put up your vote, right? You put up your vote and you're not even there to protect it, and people can just do something with it and it goes.
That was why I mentioned the issue of beavers. This time around, you don't need to hire army. You don't need to hire talks. Are you listening?
Yes, I can hear you.
You don't need to hire talks. You don't need to be blocked out of the way or to be shortchanged by virtue of exchanging the original result sheet with a fake result sheet. This time around, the results are taken directly from the polling units.
Okay.
Once it's taken from the polling units, posted at the server, it is there. The only responsibility you have is to confirm whether what they eventually brought at the collation center correspond with what was fed at the server from the polling unit. That's the only difference.
How has the Labour Party fared with the present administration? Today, there's a release that was signed by the Honorable Commissioner for Information, saying that just in case you want to use certain government property, school fields, playgrounds, primary school, you have to write to, for example, the schools, the Secondary Education Management Board. You write to the local government. If you want to use the school field, you have to write to the Abia State Sports Council. You have to write to the Ministry of Sport. You have to write to the local government. The West Stringent, I don't want to use the word stringent. I don't know. Have you seen that release?
Yes, I saw it this morning.
Okay, so what do you think of that release?
Well, since it's not going to run in retrospect,
okay,
what we are going to do, let me inform you. Before now, I applied to the state government because when they had not produced this direction or this directive, we know it's important and proper that we apply to use the facility.
What facility are you using in 2 days?
I'm talking about the stadium.
Where are you using on 10th?
Just hold on a little bit. Hold on a little bit. I, on behalf of Labour Party, applied to the state government asking for permission to use the stadium.
Enyimba
International Stadium.
Okay.
So I followed up. The governor told me that
he spoke to you directly.
Yes. He said because of the synthetic turf.
Okay.
Because of the synthetic turf, they themselves are not even going to use it. That it is because of the synthetic turf, that's why he's not giving us approval. But we can look around the entire Aba and any other venue suffice. I'm using his words.
Okay.
So, fortunately, some of us who worship with the Anglican Church, and I think they are the owners of Ngwa High School, something like that.
Yeah.
So they told me this is how it should go, and I applied, and we got the approval there. We didn't know that it should pass through these protocols
For Ngwa High School.
Yes.
So now, where does that leave you with this present development? Does it mean that rally would not hold?
No, of course, the governor, I think it's after now.
Okay.
Subsequent ones. That is my understanding.
Okay.
That is my understanding.
Now, do you think that this press release was made because of that event?
No. This press release is meant to give direction to how it should be done.
What does it mean, how it should be done? Like, what's the implication of going through this process?
Well, going through this process.
What's the process before? Sorry, I'm barging you with a lot of questions.
As a matter of fact, I am aware. Previously, the ones I've done, I applied to the state government. Do you understand?
Yeah.
And when we apply to the state government, we'll get it done.
Through who?
Through the state government.
Who are you writing to? The governor, or you're writing to the SSG?
It is proper you write to the governor.
Through the SSG?
The letter was written to the governor through the SSG.
Okay.
And the time we sought for the approval, the SSG was not in town. He traveled to the United States, according to the information I have available. So I had to reach out to the chief of staff and to the governor. So when I reached out to them, they gave me this, and I saw reasons with what they said. So there's no reason for anybody to cry foul. Okay. As far as I'm concerned, there is no reason, because he gave me a superior opinion, superior arguments.
No, but do you think the PDP have been fair to opposition in Abia State? I did have a spokesperson for Dr. Alex Oti in Ferdinand Okoma. He complained about destruction of billboards and talked about not, having a level playing ground for opposition parties.
Of course, I recall, as the chairman of IPAC, I had a serious engagement with the agency responsible for regulation of advertorials and all those things. And they gave us some kind of guidelines.
Okay.
That every candidate should pay, governorship candidate should pay 10 million, senatorial 6 million, and all those things. IPAC came together and said, no, this is too big for us. That you cannot pay 10 million, and still go on to still higher stand, pay the rentals. Can't we come to a compromise? Can't we agree so that we can encourage our people? Mind you, not everybody contesting has so much money. I hope you understand that.
Yeah, I get your
So
point.
unless you want it to be a one-party state, if you don't want it to be a one-party state, you should do it in such a way that everybody should come and contest. If what you're doing is wonderful, allow everybody to participate. There are other ways to make money.
I have a question coming your way in a bit, but let me just open the phone lines. Just in case you want to contribute, the phone lines are scrolling, on the screen. Well, you could also call the numbers. I'll give it to you: 0916 0333 965. 0916 0333 965. Hello, good morning to you.
Good morning, CC Barra.
Yes, good morning. What's your name?
Good morning, Igara.
Go ahead.
God bless you, my brother. My name is Nwakuchi Debra, and I'm representing from Aru, operating in the LGA.
Okay.
Sir Igara, I'm happy to hear that you said that you are IPAC chairman. Also, do not forget that after 2015, August Neheme, who happens to be the ABGA chairman, was IPAC chairman. And I believe if Prophet Ikonek tomorrow becomes the governor of Abia State as IPAC leader, you will congratulate him, not minding that you are in opposition, as it has to do with you have a candidate. Yes, that's number one. Number two, you said others did not pick their form from the national and all the rest of them. That was why. Was Alex your party contesting candidate, or he had a primary with other candidates? And what was their view after the primary? That's number two. Number three is this. In Abia State, has the governor done you people so good to a point that if he gives a directive, that you people will obey it? Because I can look at what Ferdinand Okoma wrote, as it has to do with the directives of the governor, that if you're not afraid, come to Ungwa High School and mess up with us, and you will see what we'll do to you. Is that not a hate speech? when you say that you people are coordinated on whatever that you're doing, I was expecting that you as the party chairman should also talk to Ferdinand Ekoma, because if we should allow such hate speech to go on in that state, my brother, I don't think there will be any room for each and every of us to live. And another thing is, you said that anecdote is from...
You're asking a lot. You're barging my guest with a lot of questions. I rather you just highlight what you want to say and let other people contribute. Thank you very much. You've taken 3 questions. I rather you respond to that.
My brother from Bende, it is unfortunate that we think politics is a battle or a fight, do or die thing. Let me tell you the truth. The truth is this: Ferdinand Ekoma may have said what he said, but I am telling you as a party chairman, I am following up the protocols and I'm following the processes things should be done. Ekoma is a spokesman and it is the party that applied. So I am aware that there was nothing like this given to us.
Yeah.
We were not told this when we applied. And as usual, Ekoma is speaking from past experiences, from how the government denied Dr. Alex when they were in other parties. So, but for now, I am telling you my engagement with the government. And I'm not sure they are saying we are not going to use that. I'm not sure they have said that. If they have said that, then that is when my stand will change on that. But for now, they have not said we are not going to use that, because the information just came up either yesterday or today.
Yeah.
And our program is just next tomorrow. So you and I knows that if they want us to pass through that process, the letter may not even get to the right place before Thursday come here. So there's no how we are going to bother ourselves with the same process. Rather, subsequent ones, we will try it and then see the possibility.
Hello.
Good morning.
Can you turn down the volume on your radio, please?
I've done that, thank you.
Yes, what's your name? You have 1 minute, please.
This is Nobu calling from Omaya.
Your 1 minute has started.
Okay, see, I just want to ask, I thought IPAC chairman or people who are in that organization should be independent, free from partisan politics. That's my number one question. I want to be clear whether someone can be IPAC chairman as the man in the CDU, or also belong to a political party.
Sorry, let me clear you very correctly. Before you become a member of IPAC, you must be a party chairman.
Okay. There's no problem about that. There's no problem. Number 2 question is this: we are talking about justice, and because you are the Labour Party governorship candidate, leave one party to another, citing the fact that there's injustice in primary, there's injustice in this. Now, people have been clamoring in this state that this is the time for Abia North to have the fear of this governor of the state. Why is it that you are candidate from another faction that have been in government still want to come up to be a governor? Why these other people are gearing for it? So how do you justify that?
Thank you.
It's really unfortunate that you're raising this kind of issue. Professor Ikone is not from Abia North. Is not from Abia North.
Well, that what he's saying is.
So I know. I want to just tell him. So you cannot particularize it that it's Labour Party. No, it's not a Labour Party affair.
So did Labour Party want to follow the trend?
No, rather, this is exactly what God has given to us. Do you understand? So like I told you, the process. We had people during that period. I recall. I went to too many people in Abia North. Likewise, I went to people in Abia South and Abia Central, wooing them to come and join Labour Party. They did not come. They did not come. And the ocean cannot swallow somebody who did not step into it.
Let me take this call. Alvan. Hello, Alvan.
Yeah, hello, good morning.
Glad to have you on the program. Alvan, go ahead.
Good morning. Yeah.
Yes, go ahead.
Yeah, I want to say that Abia State government, heavily led by Governor Bazo, has been very, very fair to all the political parties. So I wouldn't want them to use it to abuse it. I want to ask you, I guess, having a rally in a school on a Thursday, which is a working day, won't it disrupt the academic activities? Are you going to shut the school down because you are having a rally? I don't think that is fair enough. For the online pool, for the online pool, I wouldn't want them to rejoice because election is done in the polling unit, and definitely Professor Kone will win. So I want the IPAC chairman to toe the line of the person that handed him over, work with the government in power. Election is not a war. So I want them to take it easy. Sounding a hate speech, shouting up and down. I don't think it's the best way to go. Thank you very much. Yes?
You do not come and make insinuations. He never sounded that way. I would want him to, let me just do this, really, because it just seems like an all-frontal attack, because I wouldn't want you to come on the program where he's been treading the path of diplomacy tactfully to, respond that way. But then my final question.
Can I respond to this young man? Can I let me just briefly address them? My brother Alvan is unfortunate. IPAC does its advisory role to the government.
Okay.
I am sure His Excellency Okezie Bazu knows that IPAC under my leadership, we've been doing all the advisory we need to do. If there is any issue I have not responded to him, directly to him, which is the role IPAC should play, I've been doing it. So he is outside. He doesn't know the roles IPAC play. And he doesn't know. All of us must not agree with the government. We cannot agree with the government. If all of us agree with the governor, it means we are going to crash. We must tell the governor where he's doing well and where he's not doing well. Recall, when he tarred Osusu Road, I was the first person to call the governor. I was the first to tell the governor, congratulations. I called John Okiyikalo. I said, John, you look at what the road you tarred there have done to us. He helped us to navigate through that road. But when it became bad, I was also one of the people that called him and said, this same road I congratulated you is now bad within a short while. Are you listening to me?
Yeah.
I am not here for anybody to give me $1 or to pay me. As IPAC, I want to make it very clear that IPAC under my leadership has not received 1,000 as subvention from the government.
IPAC?
Yes.
1,000 what?
Naira.
Okay, are you entitled?
Of course, yes. If you go to other states, they receive good money from the government to run the processes.
Have you approached?
Of course, we've done that severally.
So we've
been promised, and we've been promised, and up until we've not received it. So why are we saying all these things? IPAC, we cannot manufacture what we need to do. Assuming we had all we needed to do this job, they would have been seeing us do more jobs.
But then if your job includes criticizing the government,
we do.
Then would you be expecting the same government you criticize to fund you?
No. It's not a matter. We don't criticize. We advise.
Okay.
IPAC advice.
But then
as
you
the
say
governor.
You've been critical of certain areas, where they've not performed optimally or efficiently, and then in such a situation, that's no longer advice. It's now criticisms.
No. You must tell him. It is the people you are representing. I recall when they were kidnapping students at APSO.
Okay.
IPAC, we agreed that I should reach out to the governor and find out what we are really doing. Why government should step up security around that area. I did that. The governor told me yes, that they are changing the entire security architecture of the place to capture and to reduce that. IPAC, by doing that, have done their job.
Okay. We just have 3 minutes left on the clock. I would want to ask that question. Your Guba candidate in Alex Otti is a serial contestant. And he's been contesting for more than, 2 elections now, right?
Yes.
And in that space, he's moved across different party lines. If peradventure he doesn't become the governor of Abia State,
God forbid,
peradventure he doesn't become the governor of Abia State, do you think he will remain in Labour Party? My final question.
I'll answer you this way. I recall either Abraham Lincoln or so who contested severally. and lost elections and then did the last trial and got it right. And he became one of the best governors or presidents America had. I'm sure of it.
Yeah.
So, Buhari contested how many times? Can you tell me?
Well, he's been contesting.
Okay, he has been contesting. And he has left AMPP to CPC and now APC. I mean, it does not really hold water. What is important? It is the zeal.
No, I know these things happen, but the last part of my statement, which is the question,
I'm coming to that.
Is if he leaves the Labour, do you think he would leave the Labour Party if he loses?
That is between Dr. Alex and God.
Okay. How would you feel if he does leave?
Well,
owing to the fact that you've put in a lot, right now, answering questions, trying to stir the sheep, plan rallies. If he eventually leaves,
I know his interest is to see Abia work.
Okay.
Wherever he's going to get that, however it is going to be done, even if he's not the governor, I know what he wants is a workable Abia. An Abia state, everybody will be happy. Mind you, yesterday, he told us during that program, he said he is going to clear all arrears within 1 year.
Yeah,
he said
months.
He's going to build a medical village so that we stem the tide of this medical tourism. He said about $1.6 billion is spent annually on medical tourism. That he wants to change the tide so that if there's anything that is going to happen in that directive, the funds should come to Abia State.
Well, I'll take that as your final words on the program this morning. It's been a momentous time with you on radio. Hopefully, we'll have you, come back just after the visit of Peter Obi, if possible. I don't know what his itinerary would be. Would have loved to have a conversation with him. But then let's keep our fingers crossed, and hopefully we'll have some more conversation, right here in the studios of Rapid 96.5 FM.
I thank you very much, and I appreciate the kind of job you guys are doing here. I like the facilities I've seen, and I like the courteous approach of almost all your staff. I'm so impressed with what I've seen. God bless you.
You're welcome. Well, the Soundboard makes a return tomorrow morning at 10 a.m. My name is Temple Barra. Don't leave it out. Locked on the flow. Sound of your city. Bye for now.